Hi guys, it's Laura. So here we are. Happy Tuesday. I'm really happy to be back with you guys. Just some legal stuff before we get into it. All of the content in this video belongs to me, Dr. Laura Ellick. Please feel free to share across your social media platforms. Just make sure to tag me. Any other use is unauthorized unless you have my permission. Also, any of the opinions and views expressed in this video belong expressly to me, Dr. Laura Ellick, and have no bearing and no relationship to any real or imagined relationship, past, present, or future, with Futures Recovery Healthcare. So let's get into it. So I'm talking today a little bit about relationships. It's been a big issue. COVID has affected all relationships, but what I really want to get into today is let's just identify who you are. Are you a dabbler in relationships or are you an investor? So very much like the stock market, there are people who play around with the stocks. They just kind of dabble in it, kind of see what it's about, and then there are people who are deep down investors who really want to get into the nitty-gritty. And I found that this sort of analogy can apply to relationships too. So there are people who are just kind of dabbling in relationships. They date around, they kind of shop around, they're kind of seeing what it is that they want, and that's completely okay. And then there are other people who go into a relationship or go into dating with the idea that they are investing. They are investing time in a particular person, they are investing energy in a particular person, they want to actually build or create something. No problem with that either. The difficulty that I'm finding in a lot of relationships is that you have a mismatch between somebody who is an investor and somebody who is a dabbler. And this is where the communication becomes so important. Because if you go into a date with somebody or several dates with somebody, or you're seeing somebody for several weeks, and you are an investor and you're willing to invest your time, your energy, your motivation in this person, and this person is really just a dabbler. You know, they are going out with you, they're going out with a lot of different people, maybe they just got off a divorce, maybe they're not really interested in investing. You guys are gonna have problems from the very beginning because you're coming at two different levels. So I know people hate having like the talk, the relationship talk, but I think one of the things that's been pretty good about some of the dating platforms, whether it's Tinder, whether it's Match, whatever it happens to be, is you get to identify on your profile whether you are basically an investor or whether you are a dabbler. So there are people who are just casually dating, and that's completely fine. There are people who are committed, who want to get married, who want to have that one person. That's completely fine. At least you are starting off from the same platform and on the same level from the very beginning. So the question then becomes okay, how do you bring up this topic of conversation with someone that you might have only been seeing for a couple weeks? Maybe you haven't met them on Match or OkCupid or any one of those sites. Maybe you met them casually. Maybe it was somebody that you met at the gym and you've gone out a few times and you're not really sure you want to invest because you don't really know where the other person stands. I think this is where clear communication is key. Because you know what? At the end of the day, if you say, hey, I'm really relationship focused, I'm an investor, I really want to be in it for the long haul, just like an investor in the stock market who doesn't panic and flee as soon as there's a problem or the stock drops, you are an investor in the relationship. There is nothing wrong with letting somebody know, hey, I'm an investor in relationships, I'm here for the long haul. I just want to know like where you're at. Not necessarily with me, because it may not necessarily work out with me, but I just kind of want to know what you're looking for. That leaves the door open for the other person to say, hey, I just got off a divorce, I'm just getting into a new job, it's post-COVID, I'm really a dabbler, I'm just kind of playing around, just seeing what's out there, I'm not interested in something heavy. Now you guys are both on the same page and you can make a decision about what you want to do from there. I am very big on saying that any information that you get from someone is grist for the mill, and better to have someone screen themselves out of your life very early because you have a mismatch than to be an investor, invest that time, invest that energy, invest that motivation in another person and find out that they were just a dabbler from the very beginning. So really guys, look at yourself, look at your style and really be honest. What are you interested in right now? Are you a dabbler? Are you an investor? And be open about that and really see how your relationships are going to flourish from the very beginning, just based on that honesty and based on that starting off from the same page. So that's my relationship tip for today. Please let me know how this goes. Let me know how the conversations go. Hit me up, hit that like button, share. I got some exciting news coming up. Change Your Life in 30 Days. I'll be giving you details soon on that, so stay tuned here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You're warriors. Peace and love. I love you. Peace out, guys.